Black Brotherhood Squadcast.
Check these brothers out.
The Kings keep shining.
Check these brothers out. Yo, my name is Khalid Shakur. Check these brothers out. Check these brothers out.
The Kings keep shining. Black Brotherhood Squadcast.
Yo, my name is Khalid Shakur. Check these brothers out. Yo, be on the lookout for the Black Brotherhood podcast. These guys are funny.
So this is Alexa V, and I just wanted to give a shout out to the Black Brotherhood Squadcast. The Kings keep shining. Black Brotherhood Squadcast.
All right, relative to spinal cords, we are back, but with more flexibility, more capability, and more responsibility. I am your host and moderator of the Black Brotherhood Squadcast, DJ Gemini. I'd like to welcome my brothers off a long hiatus, needed a little break, pause for the cause. My brother Nev, Fish, Holiday, and Yancey. How y'all feeling, fellas?
All right. Feeling good. Welcome, everyone.
Good. It feels good like three Tonys to hear y'all voice, man. Definitely. Now, this has been a long-awaited episode. I've been so much anticipating having these 5 Black beautiful queens on the show who will be starting or premiering next Sunday, July 24th, 2022, at 3 p.m., the Black Sisterhood Squadcast, hosted and moderated by the gracious queen, Miss Wanda, and supported by 5 gracious queens in their own right, Nicole, Pam, Priscilla, and Natasha. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the Black Sisterhood. Welcome to the Black Brotherhood Squadcast. I'm sorry.
Hello.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much. We're about to go ahead and get started. Our lone topic for today is called the Strong Black Bitch Syndrome. So for anyone who is offended by the B word, you're going to hear it a lot in this particular episode. But for anyone who is a bit uncomfortable saying it, feel free to speak around it. B word, biatch, female dog, what have you. But we do not mean to offend, but this is a topic that does need to be addressed. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get started. Due to the double-edged sword element of this topic, I believe it's wise for us to approach it from at least 2 different angles, if not more, that we may stumble upon along the way. There's the persona of the strong Black woman, and then there's the controversial tag of the strong Black bitch. For generations, Black women have had to exude strength and resilience throughout unspeakable circumstances. Let's speak on the ever-expected strong Black woman in connection with the on and off presence of the strong Black man, as well as the societal stereotypical lenses that in which strong Black women are viewed as bitches and an aggressive Black man is viewed as thugs. So, in the words of Queen Latifah and Moni Love, of course, ladies first, I'd like to set it off with my moderator, co-host, cohort, Miss Wanda. Set it off, please.
So good day. So the word bitch, B-I-T-C-H, word is a noun that sometimes is undeserving of people, but it depends on the person. And it was derived from the meaning of the female dog, and it's a slur, and usually to a woman, but it can also be attached to a man at times. And the word has been around for centuries, all the way back to the 15th centuries. And it's demeaning to women. But again, I say, it depends who's saying it and what they meant, and the person who received it and how they interpreted that word, bitch. Just because you say bitch, it doesn't mean always that it's negative, because girlfriends, sister girls, we can talk. Those who know us, we feel like, okay, they're coming at a place from playfulness. Now, let it be the other way around, and our man says it, or someone we don't know, and all of a sudden, our head starts to turning, and our eyes start to rolling. But it really is just, it's a word, it's a noun, it's not who we are. When you put an adjective in front of that word, that adjective is the action in the word. Bitch is just the noun that's attached to that adjective to describe who you are. So if someone calls you a bitch, it really could be a compliment, but it depends on how you take it. In modern day times now, of course, we hear this word all the time. So people think it's a compliment and not a negative term used for us.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wanda. Thank you so much. Ms. Wanda, thank you so much. Next up, we have Queen Priscilla. Please tell us your opinions on the strong black bitch syndrome.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start by saying absolutely not a fan of the title. Not a fan of the title. However, I do understand that at times controversy sells, right? So sometimes you have to put titles on there that are a bit provocative to get the attention of the audience. So on that point, I understand, but I just have to say one more time, not a fan of the title. Okay. Understood. So we can move forward from there. I think that often I associate that title with a woman whose behavior is perhaps aggressive. I think the problem is that the word has been further weaponized so that it now speaks to women who don't necessarily fit that category, but it's used to put them in their place or to diminish them, right? So essentially you have a word that's already derogatory, but it's been weaponized against women, particularly Black women, who technically aren't that or don't fit that mold. But again, there's a reason behind it, right? So having said that, I actually have a slightly different take on it, and maybe more questions than even commentary. So one is, why do we as Black people allow the perpetuation of labels and stereotypes that don't serve us? And this actually applies to both genders. Why do some women refer to other women using that terminology? But also, men are supposed to be leaders and set the tone. So as men, why is it okay to have that in the sphere, that label for women, again, who arguably it doesn't even apply to them, right? It's more of a label or a stereotype or word that's being weaponized to put a woman down for a different reason other than that's really and truly what she is, right? So I'm not saying no women fit that category, but it certainly should not be racialized. So in addition to the questions that we should ask ourselves about why we allow certain labels and stereotypes and narratives, right? Like, we need to learn to lead the narrative of what not only we are as women, but collectively as a people. I'm including Black men to be held account to this, right? Because we collectively need to begin to take control of our image and lead the narrative of what we are or aren't. And I often say with both genders, right? For Black people, I always say we need to take note, right? And what do we need to take note of? There are plenty of other people and cultures that don't denigrate their women, that don't collectively, in a popular culture sense, apply certain negative terms to their women or even to them as people. So again, we have to ask ourselves, why do we do that? And then, when will we be in control of the narrative? As an example, for you men who have daughters, is that a term that you would refer to your daughter as, or is it a term that you would want other individuals to, refer to your daughter or your nieces or whomever as? And, if the answer to that is no, then I just challenge you to rethink having that word so commonly and freely used and referring, to other women using that word. So.
Wonderful take, Priscilla. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yancy, can you please give us the male perspective?
What has just been said is by both sisterhoods, representatives by Ms. Wanda and Priscilla. That makes a lot of sense. And as I was thinking about this topic, I was thinking about some of the same things that Priscilla said. Why do we take these terms and make them, a term of endearment or a term of compliment in a sense? But as a man, and unfortunately as a man who has used that word in a angrily tone as well as in a playful mode, it's something that I'm not proud of, and it's something that I shouldn't be doing and should not have done. And I think it boils down to, from a male perspective, there's an issue of selfishness and there's an emphasis on male pride. What happens is sometimes we can't humble ourselves and we try to make ourselves feel good by putting down others. And that was brought up a few moments ago. You're either a leader or a follower. And if you're going to lead, then you should be leading under the lordship of Christ. And if you're following someone, you should be following under the lordship of Christ, especially in a relationship. Because I think when we get to the root of it, can we all exhibit those characters? Possibly. But does it mean we have to use that terminology? So I think what has been said is right on point. And like I said, as a man who has used that term, I'm not proud of it. I know it was wrong, but it was my short-sightedness or my selfishness and my pride that gets in the way. And my wife and I, we don't have any children, but I think it was a great point. If you have daughters or you have nieces or, or sisters, I mean, you don't want people referring to them that way. You really don't. And sometimes we just get so caught up in what the world says and how everything is going that we follow the word and we follow the world and not the word of Christ. But it all starts with the selfishness in our heart and the male pride for us men. And I'll say this too, it can work both ways too, because women can feel like they have something to prove, feel like they have to lead because maybe they don't have the leadership or the leader that's supposed to be leading. And sometimes it can be negative as well. I have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove. Just like us men, we don't have anything to prove. What we need to do is lead by our God-given ability, and women have to lead by their God-given ability. And then sometimes you're in a situation where you have to follow. So you follow, but you follow under the lordship of Christ and you lead under the lordship of Christ. And unfortunately, I'm learning that now, at this point in time. So things have gotten better, but it's because of that constant battle of the heart and, the selfishness and the pride, especially from a male perspective.
Absolutely. I really appreciate that, Yance. Also to Priscilla and Ms. Wanda, really appreciate y'all takes as well. I want to get a second male perspective. Holiday, feel free.
Unfortunately, I'd go back to somewhere about mid-90s. I remember a movement we were trying to call our sisters queens. Unfortunately, it didn't really pick up a lot of steam. And as the streets and hip hop started to cross into our homes and into business, bitch started to catch on. And it really caught on steam because it became a way to further separate black couples, black men from black women. It became an empowering word to have black women show that they're individuals, able to stand on their own without any help. So then you became a queen bitch. And unfortunately at the time, a lot of females ones that I didn't even think to call bitch or would call themselves bitches took on that tone. Yeah, I'm a queen bitch, and started wearing the title. So it became something that caught on, unfortunately, to show a black, powerful woman. Now they're boss bitches. It's still, something that a lot of successful black women will refer themselves to, unfortunately. Me, I'm a mama's boy. Wasn't raised that way. So it's not a word that I frequently use. Unfortunately, at times, if I felt someone fit the title and came out my mouth with it, yeah. It's not something that I do a lot of. Everyone on here that knows me knows they don't hear that word a lot from me. Maybe some here never heard me say it, but anyway, to, I think, kill that title, it has to be the same strong movement. The same powerful, successful women and men have to kill it, have to not refer themselves as that, and denounce that title. And so then I think it'll still grow, unfortunately, because the streets and hip-hop in itself is just further into our homes. And although I said we don't usually agree with Shu, but I have to agree with him on this one. There's a lot less Christ in our lives and homes. And Absolutely. So with those blurred lines, until we take back control of our homes and stop it from being used there, teach our kids the bad meaning of it instead of the powerful meaning of it, it's unfortunately probably still going to grow.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Holiday, Ms. Wanda, Priscilla, and Yancy once again. We're about to take a quick break real quick, and when we come back, we will have Nicole weigh in on the Black Bitch Syndrome. I am DJ Gemini for the Black Brotherhood Squadcast. That's right, y'all. Coming to you, brand new, the Black Sisterhood Squadcast, hosted and moderated by the gracious queen herself, Miss Wanda, supported by 4 black queens in their own right, Nicole, Pam, Priscilla, and Natasha. 5 black strong queens that mean what they say and say what they mean. RJG Entertainment brings to you, in the year of 2022, the BBSQC and the BBSQC. That's the Black Sisterhood Squadcast and the Black Brotherhood Squadcast. I'm DJ Gemini, baby. We ain't playing with you. I'm up out of here. How y'all feeling, family? I am DJ Gemini of RJG Entertainment, the host and moderator and executive producer of the Black Brotherhood Squadcast, as well as the Black Sisterhood Squadcast. This is the show teaser to the Black Brotherhood Squadcast Season 2, Show 7. Y'all hold on to this for a minute. If y'all enjoyed this, I know y'all gonna enjoy the rest. So just taste on this tidbit of a teaser until I release the rest of it. But for right now, you only get a taste. On the behalf of the Brotherhood and the Sisterhood Squadcast, once again, I am DJ Gemini. Love will always live here for you, baby. We see y'all in a minute. Y'all take it easy.